Hi, I'm Claire, and this is the story of how I almost married a man who already had a wife. It all started about a year ago when I met Ethan on a business trip to Chicago. He was smart, funny, confident, everything I thought I wanted in a man. We kept talking after the trip, and pretty soon we were in a long-distance relationship. He lived in Chicago, I was in Boston. Every weekend, he'd fly over or I'd visit him. He always had time for me, always made me feel like I was the center of his world. And when he proposed to me on my birthday, in front of a small group of our friends, I said yes without hesitation. He gave me a beautiful diamond ring and whispered, "You're the only woman I've ever truly loved." But there were red flags. Ones I ignored because I didn't want to believe the truth. He never introduced me to his family, said they were complicated. He never let me post pictures of us together, said he was a private person. And most weekends, there were sudden emergencies that made him cancel last minute. Then one day, it happened. I flew to Chicago to surprise him. I didn't tell him I was coming. I wanted to be spontaneous, romantic. I waited near his apartment building and watched him come home. But he wasn't alone. He was holding hands with a woman, a brunette, beautiful, laughing. They kissed. Right there. I couldn't breathe. I followed them through the lobby, into the elevator, onto the 7th floor. They went into his apartment, the same one I had stayed in, the one where we planned our wedding. I waited outside for 10 minutes, 20, 30. Then I knocked on the door. He opened the door, shocked to see me. The woman came up behind him. She looked confused. Then she asked, "Ethan, who is this?" He tried to say something. I didn't let him. I looked her straight in the eyes and said, "I'm his fiancé. We've been together for a year. He proposed to me last month." The silence was deafening. She stared at him, her eyes filled with tears. Then she slapped him and walked into the bedroom. I left without another word. The next few days were a blur. He tried calling me, texting me, apologizing, saying he meant to tell me that his marriage was just on paper, that he was in love with me, not her. But I was done. Until his wife reached out to me. Her name was Julia, and what she told me broke me all over again. They had been married for 5 years. She knew he cheated before, once. She forgave him. But this? An entire second life? A proposal? A fake future? She wanted revenge. And she asked if I'd help her. I said yes. Together, we built a plan. We created a fake wedding website with Ethan's photo and our love story. We sent it anonymously to his colleagues, family, and friends. We posted clips from his proposal. Yes, I had a video on a TikTok account called Cheater Chronicles. It went viral. He lost his job. His family cut him off. Julia filed for divorce. And me? I finally blocked his number, changed mine, took time to rebuild my self-esteem. But here's the twist. 6 months later, Julia and I stayed in touch. We became close, oddly close. You know that saying, trauma bonds people? Yeah, it happened. Now, Julia is my best friend. We traveled together, laughed together. We even made a podcast called Liar, Liar, where we read anonymous stories of betrayal and survival. Ethan once wrote from a burner account. He said we ruined his life. We didn't respond because, truth is, he ruined it himself.